So, getting back to music with you guys a little bit, what is a song of yours that holds a special place in your heart, and why?
I would say, for me, it would be Dignity, which is how...
From the album, you mean?
Oh, it's from the album?
Yes.
Oh, then it's Dignity. Because that song for me is, first of all, I think it's the way it was created, like it just reminds me of something that... Like the first parts of it was created many years ago, and it had that thing where you sometimes, as a musician, when you write songs, you create something and you're like, there's something to this that is really raw and real, and it's difficult to explain what it is, but that's the kind of feeling that's a whole I think what you want to achieve when you write songs or produce songs or whatever, that you get this whole feeling of something is right here, and you cannot pinpoint what it is, and you don't want to do that either because you don't want to spoil the magic in it. And then when we wrote the rest of it, it was in some kind of a sketchy apartment in a small city in Denmark where we're from, and everything just, I don't know, that song with the lyrics and everything just kind of, I think, really reflects new politics, at least how I see it.
All of them, they're all different.
Yeah.
It's, I'm not the writer, so I can, like, listen to them in a different way. So, they're all good. I mean, from the bottom side.
So which ones tend to get the crowd moving the most?
Actually, it's Dignity. It is a great song. It is a really good song, and that the crowd reacts really good to it, even though they actually haven't heard it. A lot of them. They seem to like the beat, the melody, the whole vibe of the song seems to catch people a lot. It's a good song, really good song.
Well, you guys kind of cross genres with your music. Anyway, a little bit. It's like a little bit, I don't want to say dancey, but like it's got, it's definitely rock, but it's got, it definitely gets people up and moving.
No, I'm kidding. Honestly, all of us, we love music. We listen to all styles, everything. We just love music. So if people are saying it sounds a little, I hope I'm not insulting you, we're like, no, you're not insulting us.
No, everything is a compliment.
Yeah.
I mean, if I think that a lot of artists or musicians have a problem with being compared to anything instead of taking it as a compliment. Oh, you sound like Jeff Buckley. That's a compliment. He was a great singer.
Right.
Or your songs remind me of Johnny Cash, great songwriter. I mean, it's all, or Nirvana, whatever you're into, it's a compliment. So don't get pissed off. I mean, you are what you listen to.
Yeah. And those people that that you're being compared to definitely heard the same thing about,
Oh yeah, no doubt.
That's how it is.
Yeah. And if you don't like being compared to that band, then stop listening to it.
Good advice. So
actually, another funny thing, I mean, it's not, we got compared a lot when we moved over here to Pixies, and I think it's because they weren't really musicians like that. We were more like, not like technical geniuses. Well, Paul is kind of pretty awesome, but the rest of us, we're not like technical geniuses. So the funny thing was that we never really listened to Pixies, but then again, Nirvana was extremely inspired, and that's probably one of my favorite.
It's funny you bring up the Pixies. Like I just saw them like up in Philadelphia for one of their few tours. Yeah,
I saw that concert. I wanted to go.
Yes, all the way straight to finish.
Actually, I was looking at tickets, but we were on tour when they played there, so I couldn't come.
It was incredible.
I really wanted to see
I would not complain about the comparison.
No, I love it.
So, what are some of your goals for the rest of this year into early next year?
I mean, we're touring now with 30 Seconds to Mars, and then we'll tour with Neon Trees.
I love
Video,
them too.
Yeah, they're great as well. We're really lucky. We're gonna release Dignity now at the end of this month, and we're gonna work that and hopefully let that take us, to places, new places, and we'll continue writing music when we have. When we're free, when we're off tour, and then I think we're getting ready to release in France, the UK, and
yes, there.
Asia or something like that. Asia or some. I don't know. That's pretty much it. And then I guess we're gonna go with single number 3 eventually or something.
Have you decided what that's gonna be yet?
I think
it will be "Give Me Hope."
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay.
That's the most poppy song. Maybe that one and "My Love" are the most poppy songs on the album.
Very cool. So what is the best way to keep up to date with the band?
On our I think on our website,
Facebook.
newpoliticsrock.com. And then we're on Facebook.
That's kind of the hub for everything.
Yeah.
Is from, yeah.
If you want,
and there you can link to all of our Facebook. And, everything.
Okay.
If you want the personal contact with the band, then go to facebook.com/newpolitics. That's where all the David is extremely active there, and I think we are also active, but more David is more the hence all the spelling errors.
My thumbs are too big.
Great. Well, thank you guys so much for taking the time out to speak with me. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.